Hello, I'm back. Yeah, it's been a couple days. Dough ball's been in the fridge. Our future starter, sourdough starter, has been in the fridge too. I was kind of bummed because I couldn't keep doing this in real time the way I wanted to, but actually I'm trying to be positive about it, and these are getting actually nice and ripe. So basically today we're gonna feed these two things. I'm not gonna be able to do any baking until I have some time off, just because it's gonna take too long. But we'll just feed these guys. You can see it's nice and bubbly. So that's looking great. So maybe this is actually a good thing, like a benefit that I haven't had any time. Excuse me. Let's see what this guy looks like. Oh. Ooh, that's looking pretty good too. All right, so we're just gonna move forward. I actually have a bunch of time off coming up after Friday, which I'm kind of bummed about because I can't really afford that. So let's take our little, this is our Desm, what's ultimately going to be our bread. Let's see how much this guy weighs. Kind of sticky. All right, zero it out. Okay, so it's 7 ounces. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to basically 7 ounces. So that'll be 3.5 ounces of water, and then 3.5 ounces of flour, and we're going to just feed it. There we go. Yeah, it's winter in Maine. It's really freaking cold out. It's not even winter yet, and I'm already in the winter doldrums. It's just like so cold out, you can barely even walk the dogs. I mean, it's just like ridiculous. And then of course all I do is work, which is good, but all right, so there we are. Sorry, I'm bitching and moaning. So we're gonna get this all nice and mixed up just like we did last time. We're gonna knead it, build the strength back up, and then we're gonna put it back in the fridge until I have some more time off. It's only been a couple days, so this is actually really happy. And we'll have a bigger chunk of Desm to start with, which is actually a good thing because we can build a bigger loaf. I'm gonna need to add a little more flour. I can already see. And I'm running out of flour, whole wheat flour. And I'm running out of money too, so. Oh, happy birthday, Todd, by the way, if you see it. Yeah, I hope you're doing well in Woodstock. It's probably fucking cold as here, there. All right. So we're gonna just pretty much do the same exact thing as we did last time. Yeah, it's looking good. I figured out something that like I can put the camera or the phone on the wall. You can sort of mostly see what I'm doing. And then if I'm kneading over here, I'm not going to be rocking the camera if I put it on the table because the table's a little wiggly. So I hope you can hear this. Am I talking loud enough? Okay, so here we are. I've never kneaded sitting down before. It's weird. So we're just going to keep doing this, just like last time. And you can see it's actually getting really, I mean, it's got a lot of strength. So it's doing good. So I was bummed for no reason. But then that's kind of the story of my life. I'm bummed for no reason. All right. So in order to keep this short-ish, I'm going to continue kneading this guy. You guys keep doing it too. But in the meantime, I'm going to feed this little guy, because this ultimately is going to be our sourdough starter. It's going to have rye flour, it's going to have white flour, like I mentioned, and then this is going to have to go for a couple of weeks. We're going to have to feed this, and I'll show you how to do that. And this ultimately is going to end up being about like a pancake batter consistency. So I don't really need to do much to this other than just like add some flour and some water just to feed it. It doesn't need to be kneaded, it doesn't need to do anything. So let's see how much this guy weighs. And I'm making a big old mess. Okay, we're at 2 ounces there. Yeah, so 2 ounces. So I'll just give it just a little bit of water just to moisten it up. Get that all nice and goopy. It's kind of like a slurry almost at this point. See, it's just kind of like that. Let's keep doing that. I'm gonna get a little more flour in there just to give it something to eat. And again, this ultimately, I'm gonna have to do some maths because my sourdough starter recipe is for a whole bunch of loaves. So, and it's also in grams instead of ounces. So at some point over the next couple of days, I'm gonna have to pull out the old calculator and see what all these quantities are, so I can explain it to you if you're using ounces. Maybe I'll try to do it in grams as well, even though I'm not going to be able to do it here in grams. I'm just going to add a little tiny bit more. And this consistency is going to be completely different than this one. So actually, I'm gonna say that's kind of what I'm looking for, because again, this is gonna be a sourdough starter. It's not gonna be a bread. I mean, it ultimately will be in bread, but it's not going to be a bread like this guy. So, I don't know if you guys did this or not. I hope you did. Anyway, so yeah, so this is like kind of like a milkshake, pancake batter kind of consistency. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, leave it there. Put the lid back on. All of this is going to go back in the fridge, and then in a couple of days, hopefully on some of my days off, my too many days off, we'll be able to turn this guy actually into a bread. And don't forget, you're going to need some white flour. AP is okay. High protein bread flour would be better. And a little bit of rye flour for this. That's for the starter, when we actually get to the sourdough making. Anyway, all right, so you guys just keep doing this for a few minutes. Put it back in a bowl, cover it with saran wrap, and throw it back in the fridge until I can get to the next video in a few days. Anyway, hope you all are well, and I will see you soon. I'm gonna get goo on my phone. Cool. Bye.